Jo, jestem Kivano. Kudzwa, Joe. I uh, I found my way back to I found my way to another Cracker Barrel, if you will. And I was pulling in, and I'm in where am I? I'm in Springfield, Massachusetts, and I'm all of about 3 hours, 3.5 hours from Maine, from my destination of Portland, and I stopped here at the Cracker Barrel, and just like last night, I've got some fellow campers out there in the parking lot, and I pulled in, and I was feeling. I went shopping today. I went shopping at Walmart and filled up with some groceries. And here it is about 9 o'clock at night, and I'm thinking to myself, I don't want to go to McDonald's or Kentucky. Yeah, I don't want to go to fast food, And I'm thinking I didn't really get anything in the. Thank you very much. I'm thinking, all right. I'm thinking that I didn't want to. I didn't get anything, for the camper for, making dinner or anything like that. But anyway, so I pull into Cracker Barrel, and I'm finding my place to park for the night, and I'm looking over at the restaurant, and I'm thinking about the whole quid pro quo thing, the whole quid pro quo, and I'm thinking, well, I don't know, it's kind of late. I'll probably have breakfast in there. And then I remembered my dad. My dad used to always say, it used to drive me nuts. It just used to drive me nuts. My dad would come into a restaurant like this, like Cracker Barrel, and he'd say, I'll just have the soup. I'll just have the soup. That's what he used to always say. I'll just have the soup. He'd take the menu, and he'd always look, and he'd go down the menu top to bottom. And if they didn't have soup, I'll just have the hot dog or something like that, whatever was the least expensive. And it used to just drive me up the wall, and how does the saying go, like father, like son? And I was driving along tonight. I was driving along, and I was talking to Roseanne on the phone, and she asked me where I was going to stay tonight. And I said, Cracker Barrel. I said, I'll stay at Cracker Barrel again tonight. And she said, do they let you take the coffee into Cracker Barrel? And I said, uh-oh. I said, were you watching my video this morning? And she said, yes, I was watching your video. She said, you're not going to do that with me. She said, you're not going to do that with me. And, of course I wouldn't do that with her. But as I started thinking about it, you got to know, and to some extent or another, I often joke and tease about my frugality. I am a frugal person. I like to be conscientious of how I spend my money. But that being said, I also like to, I don't mind spending money if I'm spending money for a good purpose. And so I like to have fun with my frugality a little bit, and kind of tease you a little bit as far as my frugality goes. But anyway, so you know what? Speaking of that, I went shopping tonight. I figured, New England, autumn time, New England. How often you get to spend New England or autumn in New England? Not very often. And how often, if ever, do you get to spend New England? A nice autumn in New England with somebody such as Rosanna, and I'm thinking, not often. So I was telling Roseanne, I said, you know what? I said, I'm going to take a lot of pictures of you. I said, we're going to do a lot of videos. We're going to do a lot of pictures, okay? But I told her, I said, listen, I said, if things don't work out between us, for whatever reason, if things don't work out between us, I'm going to have you sign a little contract that you can't use the pictures that I take of you, on any type of online venues, to land another guy. I said, you can't use the pictures that I take of you on this trip, okay, for any other, courting purposes. But anyway, so I, along the lines of me being frugal, I'm going to share with you what I did in anticipation of the trip. I will turn the camera around. So here I am in the Cracker Barrel. It's a rather empty crowd tonight, but you just gotta love the Cracker Barrel. You just gotta love it. But I went shopping tonight, and yes, I ordered the soup. You see, so I got the soup. Hey Tom, just had the meatloaf, green beans, mashed potatoes with gravy and biscuits. I could do that. Hot bowl of water. And I was telling Rosanna that I was going to come in here into Cracker Barrel with her and ask for a table near an electrical outlet and pull out a toaster and some slices of bread and put the toaster up on the table and just make myself some toast to save myself even a few more bucks, or something like that. But anyway, so I'm going to show you I went shopping today. This is my gimbal, okay? This is what's called my stabilizer, you see? And this is a rather nice one. This is a Ronin S. This is a Ronin S stabilizer, if I can come back. It's not turned on right now, you see, but that's the Ronin S stabilizer. And those of you that have been following me for a while, you'll remember that all of my equipment got stolen over in Portugal a few months back. And so, here I am, and I'm thinking to myself that I'm going to be traveling through New England with lovely Rosanna, and I don't have a camera worth a damn. I don't have a camera worth a damn to take pictures and all that kind of stuff. And I thought to myself, I've gotta have all that stuff. Who's Steve Martin channeling back? Yeah, something like that. Is that Steve Martin is a wild and crazy guy or something? But I want to show you. I actually went out tonight, and it was quite an adventure. I'm going to show you what I got. So I went shopping tonight, and I bought myself. Oh, turn this camera around here. Okay. Here we go. So this is what I picked up tonight. I got a Sony Alpha 6000, and it's got a couple lenses on it. You see, it's got a 3.5 to 5.6. Yeah. So this is the camera that I bought tonight. I picked up one of these cameras, and then for the low light situations, I picked up a third lens. I got a f with a 1.8 f-stop, 50 millimeter, which will be good for going in low lit places and what have you. And then I had to get the microphone. And then of course you have to have the dead cat, right? You have to have the dead cat. So I got myself a furry little dead cat because we're going to be on the coast. And then of course I got myself a polarizer, and then the lens hood, and what the hell is this? A remote control and all that kind of stuff. So, I'm not about, I don't mind spending money if I'm spending money on a good thing, a good purpose, and quality, So I don't mind spending money at all, and I enjoy having fun with some of you folks that follow me. But Rosanna's in for I got to tell you, I was coming in through Massachusetts on I-90 out of New York, And I'm just skirting into New England right now, and I could see the leaves changing colors, and they look gorgeous. The sun was going down, but boy, they look gorgeous. And I'm not even, up into the northern part of New England where we'll be in a few days with Rosanna. So it's definitely going to be a nice, I knock on wood, right? Knock on wood, it's going to be a nice trip with Rosanna. She's all excited. She's been packing for 3 days, packing, unpacking. Should I bring long sleeves? Do I need a jacket? I'm not going to bring high heels. Well, maybe I should bring a high heel. All this type of stuff. And I just asked her. I said, "Did you pack my birthday present, or are you going to get it up here?" You know. I'll be. My birthday's next Thursday, so we'll get have the chance to celebrate my birthday together. I don't remember what I last year on my birthday. I was in Budapest, I think, for my birthday last year. So anyway, all right, my soup is getting cold. All right, so have a great day, everyone. Take good care.